There are 3 mosques staying on one square. Have a look at this. Each one is trying to outshine the other like it's a historical beauty contest. Samarkand is about 3,000 years old. And you know, guys, it's not a city, it's a history itself. And it's true, everything, absolutely everything looks impressive here. I have no ideas how to eat it. Locals eat it with hands. The inner yard of one of madrasa in Registan, Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Very, very cozy. And you know that a lot of teachers in 15th, 16th centuries were from Iran. Здравствуйте! Early in the morning, we're going by train from Tashkent to ancient, unique city Samarkand. This is my first experience of traveling by railway in Uzbekistan. Welcome to Samarkand, a city so ancient it makes your grandma's stories sound like breaking news. This is the land of great scientists and medieval explorers, and probably you've heard about the scientist who was very strong in astronomy and astrology, Uzbek. This is his observatory, the beginning of 15th century. The observatory looked like this, and it's saved, you see. This is one of the best tourist locations. I'm in the city Samarkand, and here you can see great Uzbek. It's a good tradition to treat your guests with a cup of tea. Cheers! Cheers! Cheers with tea! Uzbek national costumes are extraordinary, very, very beautiful. Have a look at this, very bright robes and a lot of jewelry. Rada вас видеть. Nice to meet you. Uzbek traditional pottery is really incredible. Have a look at these colors. All colors are natural. This is all natural, made from minerals and herbs. And this is painter. It's really very hard work. Love, no, not love here, plov. Now it's time to taste Samarkand pilaf. You see, it looks different, and it's the most popular pilaf in the world, with hot chili pepper. What's this, guys? This is local Samarkand soup. It's like kefir or ayran. I don't know how to say it in English. This Samarkand dish is cooked in a very special local oven, and you see it's very, very soft meat. In my previous video about Lake Baikal, I showed you a local dish, buzi, if you remember, of course. And here it's called manti. It's almost the same and very tasty. It's birthday party of our guide, local guide, and of course local cognac and local wine. Now I'm a great professional after 15 minutes of study. Have a look. This is ancient oil factory. Oil is made from different seeds. You see, even pumpkin seeds, and this is oil, virgin Uzbek oil. Very interesting. How to produce paper historically. The name of this traditional paper, silk paper. They have to boil the tree first of all. Smells like spicy, freshly baked bread and a bit of mystery. The moment you step in Samarkand, you feel like you accidentally walked into a time machine, but with Wi-Fi, of course. Everywhere blue domes, a lot of mosaics and architecture that screams, yeah, we were cool before it was trendy. Samarkand is closely tied to the legendary conqueror, Tamerlane. I hope, my dear viewers, you have heard about this unique person. And this guy didn't just build an empire, he built it with style. Tamerlane decorated his empire with entire cities. Welcome to Shah-i-Zinda, the street of mausoleums. Wow, it's really something incredible. Walking here feels like entering a sacred corridor of time. Tiles so detailed, colors so deep. It seems to me that someone turned poetry into architecture. This place feels unreal. It's like you walked into a painting and the painting said, walk slower. And yes, Lena, big stairs everywhere. It's a spiritual journey and workout for legs all together. 15th century, and it's original, guys. 7 colors were used. When I was a solid child, it was my dream to visit Samarkand. We were one country, one great country, the USSR, and Uzbekistan, with its ancient cities, was one of the Soviet republics. 40 years has gone, and I'm here. All your dreams must come true, even after 40 years. Why not? As I mentioned before, all the colors were natural, absolutely natural, in 15th century, of course. There was no chemical industry. And you won't find here a red color. because here in nature or all around they couldn't find red herbs or red minerals. Probably that's why I felt so calm here. No red. Wow, this bridge is a real bridge between centuries. There you can see 15th century, and here is the mosque of 10th century. One day is not enough. Samarkand is impressive, really. There are 3 mosques standing on one square, you see? And each one trying to outshine the other, like it's a historical beauty contest. And here we are, the legendary Registan Square. Wait a moment. Oh my god. Back in the day, this was the center of everything. Trade, science, gossip. Basically the medieval version of Twitter. There are 3 medieval universities here. They call it medrese. And imagine scholars debating philosophy while someone in the corner is like, "Bro, did you hear what happened in Moscow?" For example. Can you hear the birds singing? No, they're not singing. They are talking to each other. Sounds great. I'm talking to locals about Soviet Union, for example, our driver. А как вас зовут?
Ахтамхон.
Ахтамхон.
Да.
Автомхон. Расскажите, пожалуйста, что вы вспоминаете, как было в Советском Союзе жить? My dear viewers, switch on subtitles, please.
Вы знаете, кто как думает, это большая катастрофа 21 века, это распад советского государства. Хотите или не хотите. С этим распадом ушел дружба народов, все хорошего. Вот я жалею, да, вот чтобы это распало, вот это такое хорошее, грамотнейшее вот это государство. Мы думали, вот эта идея марксизма, ленинизма, что коммунизм. Оказывается, мы устроили, вот это советские граждане устроили действительно коммунизм. Мы не заметили, это прошел.
А вы бы с удовольствием вернулись в то время?
Ну это по-моему, уже бесполезно, но с удовольствием хоть какой-то союз.
То есть вы за союз?
До 15 республикам какой-то союз установить и развивать экономику, как говорится. И самое главное, вот это вот национальных вопросов не было. Дружба, как вот при Советском Союзе был дружба народов, я хочу именно такой дружбу народов.
Ура! За дружбу! Here is the inner yard of Madrasa. One of the madrasas standing in Registan Square. Have a look at this. There were a great deal of students from all countries in 15th, 16th centuries, and teachers, professors mostly were from Iran. My dear friends, if you have a strong desire to see something extraordinary, not on the screen of TV, not in video of bloggers, but in reality, so welcome to Uzbekistan, welcome to Samarkand. It's something really incredible. And it's much more easy to come here than, for example, to sanctioned Russia. At night, Samarkand transforms. And suddenly everything feels even more magical. It's like the city whispers, hey, I've seen empires rise and fall, relax. The tomb of great Tamerlane, a man who conquered half the world and still chose Samarkand as a home. And here is the maximum level of respect. This is our wonderful dinner in a train. Some local pies with meat and fried onion. The smell is perfect.